Shalom Israel. First give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. 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 All praises, honor, and glory due. Shalom, family. Hope everybody's in good spirits. Hope everybody's doing well. Today's lesson, it's just a little reminder. I did a free brotherhood breakdown a few weeks back. I want to say about 2-3 weeks ago now, and I did a freestyle Friday. And I was meaning to do this for a video, what I talked about in the brotherhood breakdown, but I saved it for the brotherhood breakdown. I'll make a video on it later, so here I am. But and today's lesson, I'm gonna probably title this "Faithful Unto Death." It was something that hit me in the spirit the other day of how man, we all gave our lives for this, man. It's incredible to think about, honestly, man. It wasn't just Yahweh Shah who laid down his life, man. We laid down our lives, in like manner. But man, really just thinking about the only way that somebody in this world right now could get this truth is if they laid down their lives for Yahweh Shah's sake. We all did that. We all laid down our lives for this, man. Each and every one of you who understands the scriptures, understands that the law of liberty is what we under, know you are Israelite, know Yahweh and Bahashem, Yahweh Shah's name, understand what his sacrifice meant for us and everything, man. If all of that resonates with you, within your spirit, then you lay down your life for this truth. You gave your life for the sake of Yahweh Shah, for your salvation. You repented in your past life. You believe on either Yahweh Shah's word or the apostles' words that you were around. Either way, you listened to somebody who was preaching the name of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and you believed, and you gave your life, and here you are now listening to me, listen to Matthias if you're on the Rod of Iron, listen to any other ox who got channels, man. This is the only way you can get this truth, is if you lay down your life for it. And I just want to hit a few precepts today that goes along with that. Faithful unto death, which we all were. First, let's go to 1 Peter chapter 2. 1 Peter chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 19. 1 Peter 2 and 19. It says, "For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience toward the power endure grief, suffering wrongfully. For what glory is it, if when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently. This is acceptable with the power." So going back to verse 19, he's saying it's a thankworthy thing for if a man endures grief, suffering wrongfully, man. Yahweh Shah, when he was here preaching the word, going through, just preaching, doing what he was here to do, people hated him, and he didn't do nothing wrong. They called him a demon. They called him a worker of Beelzebub, roughly paraphrasing. They called him a devil, they called him a blasphemer of the word. And he did nothing wrong when he was here, man. He didn't do nothing wrong. He was just preaching the word of the Most High, that the Most High put in his mouth, and he was giving it to us, and he was killed for that, But of course, it was our prophecy, and it was meant to happen. But thinking about it, he had no faults. Even Pontius Pilate, he told everybody, after he interrogated Yahweh Shah, he said, "I find no fault in this man." That's why he washed his hands. He said, his blood is on y'all hands. I'm just the one that's appointed because he was the king of Rome at that time, not even king. Whatever position he had, I'm not sure, but he was a leader, and it went through him. And he said he found no fault in Yahweh Shah, but the people did. So he did nothing wrong, man. But yeah, going to verse 20 now, it says, "If you're buffeted for your faults, you shall take it patiently." And buffeted for your faults means you getting corrected for something you did wrong. Now, if you getting corrected on something you did wrong, then you got to take that patiently because you was in the wrong. Now you got to get the consequence of the fact. You know, but on the contrary, it says, but if when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with the power. So they killed all of us back then because we all believed in Yahweh's words and we had faith and trust in it. We put our whole hopes in it. You know, we suffered and we did nothing wrong. All we did was believe on Yahweh, and they killed us for that. You know, we took that patiently because we know that we had to give our lives for him. You know, it was for his sake, so we was willing to die for that. And that's why it's acceptable with him, because as he was willing to give his life for us, we were willing to give our lives for him. Now let's transition to that bottom part. I'm going to read verse 21. It says, for hereunto were ye called, because Hamashiach also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow in his steps. So right there, we followed in his example, we follow his steps. Just like he laid down his life for us, you know, we laid down our lives for him. Like I said, man, we all had to give up that cost, man. We all was willing to do so. We didn't chicken out. We stood 10 toes for Yahweh, man. And, you know, of course, he did it for us first. That's why he set the example. And we follow after his steps, man. And, you know, we got them white robes. And we're going to hit the precept on that later. But he remembered that. He remembered that sacrifice. Let's get St. John, chapter 15. St. John chapter 15, I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Ye are my friends, if you do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I'll call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. You know, Yahweh don't look at us as no regular people, man. We don't have a master-servant relationship with him, bro. It's not the typical thing, man. He calls us his friends, man. That's beyond. Yahweh knows who you are. He knows your name, everything about you. He knows how many hairs is on your head. He knows everything that's ever happened to you. He knows everything that's going to happen to you. He knows everything about you, man. And man, just the fact that he don't call us servants, man, he looks at us something greater than that. He values the relationship that we have with him. As and vice versa, we value the relationship he got with us. You know, we don't take that lightly that he calls us his friends, man. That's a blessing to even have that, you know. But the main part for there was laying down his life for his friends, you know. He set the example. He said he gonna walk first, and we follow after him. And we was willing to do it because we seen him do it, man. Let's get 1 John 3:16. Once again, that's 1 John chapter 3, verse 16. It says, hereby perceive we the love of the power, because he laid down his life for us, and we are to lay down our lives for the brethren. See, it was both ways, man. Yahweh was the only one who made a sacrifice, man. We did as well. We was like, man, you know, he was willing to die for us. You know, we willing to die for him. That's the mentality that we had. Shit, I know a lot of us who was listening to Matthias way before we even knew that we wasn't gonna die. We probably was prepared. I know I was, and a lot of other ox as well that I knew prior to the Discord and everything, you know. We was all willing to give our lives for this again, man, because we thought we was gonna have to die for this. But We were willing to, man. That's just something that's in you, you know. You was willing to do anything for Yahweh Shai's sake. It didn't matter what it was, bro. Sign us up. We don't care, but that's how all of us is. Everybody who's woke to this truth, you know, we, like the scriptures say, we follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, bro. It don't matter what it is, bro. As long as Yahweh Shai is a part of that, we want in, bro. You know, Yahweh Shai laid down his life for us. We did the same for him, bro. We laid down our lives for the brethren. Let's get Hebrews 11. Hebrews chapter 11. I'm going to start at verse 35. It says, women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance, that they might obtain a better resurrection. See, we was willing to give up our lives because we know what we had coming for us later on, man. We didn't care that they killed us, cut people's heads off, put them in boiling water, burnt them alive, skinned them alive, cut them in half. It didn't matter what they put us through, bro. We knew what our deaths meant later on. We know that we was going to come back. We knew that giving our lives now would solidify our salvation, bro. Well, first believing in Yahweh Shai, giving your life for it, that solidified it, bro. We was willing because we knew what that meant. We was willing to give our lives for Yahweh Shai, man. Verse 36, and others had trial of cruel mockings and scourgings, yea, moreover, of bonds and imprisonment. They were stoned, they were sawn asunder, were tempted, were slain with the sword. They wandered about in sheepskins and in goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, and tormented. See that we went through hell, man. Everybody went through probably something different. Some people went through the same things, but you know, people went through hell, man, for this truth. You know, most of the disciples were head cut off. Peter was crucified upside down. James was stabbed in the stomach, thrown off a cliff. He hit the rocks on the bottom, and then they went to finish him off. But I mean, Isaiah got sawn in half in a tree. I mean, it's just a lot of shit that they put us through, man. A lot of people got caught hell, man. Stoned to death, all types of shit, man. For Yahweh Shai's sake. All for Yahweh Shai's sake. Verse 38. Of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in deserts and in mountains and in dens and caves of the earth. All these, having obtained a good report through faith, received not the promise. So we all died, and we got that good report. You know, we got the good report. That good report is you died. That's recorded. That's recorded. But we didn't receive the promise then. We didn't receive it then, bro. We finna receive it in this life. That's why you had to die. So in the life that you came back in, you get that reward. Roughly paraphrasing, Yahweh Shai told everybody, he said, ye that follow me in the regeneration, I'm going to put y'all on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes, roughly paraphrasing. You know, you had to, that's why he always said, wait till you come back. Wait till you come back. Suffer now. Suffer now. But trust me, when we come back, you're going to receive that glory. And we back. Here we are now. That glory is coming. It's upon us, man. Verse 40. The power having given, Slakia, power having provided some better thing for us, that they without us should not be made perfect. He said, you're not going to get it now because I got something better for y'all later, man. He said, I got something better for y'all, man. I mean, even thinking about it, bro. Yahweh Shai got something with you that got your name on it, man. He said, I'm going to prepare a place for you in John 14, roughly paraphrasing. From where I saw, I would have told you. He said he's going to prepare something for you. Got your name written all over it just for you because of the sacrifice you made. Let me get Philippians chapter 1. Philippians chapter 1, verse 29. It says, for unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake. I'm going to read that again. For unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake. So we all have to suffer for his sake. We have to lay down our lives for the brethren, for the brotherhood, bro. For this body, bro. We lay down our lives for it. That's why it's so strong with us now, bro. That's why we got so much faith in Yahawashi. We ain't never seen him. We never heard him, bro. We don't know what he looks like. We don't know. But we just know he exists. We know that he loves us. We know that he knows who we are. We have no proof. I was watching a video from KD today, an old video called Incorruptible Inheritance. And he's going through 1 Peter chapter 1, and he was saying, you know, we have no proof that Yahawashi is even dealing with us other than that he woke us up to this truth, man, that we woke up in this time. He woke us up. Other than that, what proof do we have, bro? We ain't got no proof of nothing, bro. You know, the Gentiles always want to sign for something, man. We ain't got no proof. It's just got to be in you, bro. Once you lay down your life for this, he put it in you, bro. He built it into your spirit. So now in this time, when you woke up to the truth, everything will make sense. Everything will make sense. Let me get 1 Corinthians chapter 15. First Corinthians 15 verse 35. It says, but some man will say, how are the dead raised up? And with what body do they come? Thou fool, that which thou sowest, it is not quickened except it die. Verse 36 again. It says, thou fool, that which thou sowest is not quickened except it die. See, we couldn't be quickened until we died, bro. You have to die for this in order to be quickened. We sowed that seed back then, bro, and you did that by repenting and believing on Yahawashi and his blood. Once you did that, you sowed that seed. Now you died. We finna get that quickening. Our spirit's been quickened. Why? Because you understand this truth. You know, everything's making sense to you. You got that oil. Everything you understand. But we waiting just for our bodies to match our spirits right now. We got quickened. I'm gonna read verse 36 once again. It's lucky if it's loud. It's kind of windy out here. Thou fool, that which thou sowest is not quickened except it die. And last precept I want to get is going to be Revelation chapter 6. Revelation chapter 6. I'm going to start at verse 9. It says, and when he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the power and for the testimony which they held. So this all of us, man. After we died, we up in the heaven right now. Verse 10, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, doest thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? See, we've been wanting people to get what they deserve for doing what they did to us, bro, from killing us for this truth, man. For no reason. We was killed because we believed on Yahawashi, man. They sought us out, man. I mean, when Paul was Saul, that's what he was doing, bro. He was killing everybody who believed in Yahawashi, bro. That's what he did, man. And you know, he was changed from experiencing, you know, Yahawashi talking to him, healing him when he went to jail and this, that, and the third. And he went around preaching the truth to the Gentiles. That was his lot with what Yahawashi had instructed him, man. But you know, we all was persecuted, killed, searched out. Man, it was tough, man. I'm reading verse 10 again. It says, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, doest thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? Verse 11, and white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season until their fellow servants also, and their brethren that should be killed as they were, should be fulfilled. So, that's explaining that we all were slain for the testimony of Yahushua, and we was up in the heavens. We're saying, you know, how long we gonna wait here until, you know, you avenge us, you know, until we get that get back, you know, until we get our reward. And, you know, pretty much they just gave us white robes and just said, hold on, y'all gotta wait till all your brethren die for this. Everybody who had to die for this truth, everybody who was gonna get sealed, written in that book of life, everybody had to die first. Once we all died, everybody got them white robes, we got sent back here. Said, well, take this back with you. Them white robes is the sign of everybody who written in that book of life, man. You have to confess your name before the Father, man. When you die for this truth, Yahweh said, I got you. And he told the Father our names, man. And we were written in that book of life. I'm gonna get actually this precept just hit me in the head. Let's get Revelation chapter 3 real quick. Revelations 3 and 5. It says, Yahweh's words. He said, he that overcometh, the same shall be clothed in white raiment, and white robes. And I will blot out his name out of the book of life. Oh, Slakia. I will not blot out his name out of the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Father and before his Elohim. So, we overcame. Back then, you overcame by being faithful unto death, and you died. And for that sake, he confessed your name before Yahweh, and your name was written in the book of life. So, we can't take that for granted, man. If you understand everything through these scriptures, through KD's teachings, through Ox who got YouTube channels, lessons and stuff, man, understand that your name is written in the book of life. That Yahweh Shah himself confessed your name to the Father. And he remembered that, man. So that's just really something to be grateful for, man, to really consider, man. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. Shalom.